Biafrans, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is Friday. Happy weekend to you all. We have one Zoological Republic agent who dabbled into the talk of Biafra. Unknowingly to him, he got education that he's supposed to get. Thank God he was dealing with Biafra Unite. The education we got from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Radio Biafra is not what anybody can equate himself with Biafra agitators. If you are a true Biafra agitator and you followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for a very long time, and now you are now following this prime minister, then you have information huge, big, ahead of others. I want you to listen to this conversation they call and the lecture that followed it. Thank you.
On WhatsApp, you're welcome to the show. Please, your name and, if possible, where you are joining us from. Please go ahead.
Well done. I can hear what you're saying live. I want to ask you a question.
Who is interacting with me? Who is interacting with me?
This is Christian. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Okay, please go ahead, Christian.
Okay. I want to say something. Now that you have a big road commission to pass through all the coastal region up to Calabar, don't you think that that is a way of uniting Nigeria once again, making sure that the infrastructure is getting to the east?
Come again with your question, please. Start afresh.
I said,
yeah,
Nigerian government has commissioned now the construction of a very big road that will connect all the coastal region from west to the east out to Calabar. Don't you think that it is a way of showing some kind of unity, that the development is now coming to the eastern part and that they are no longer neglecting the eastern part?
Okay.
That's my question.
Okay, okay, fine. That's the only question you have, right? Or do you have more questions?
That's the question I have, because I mean that the federal government is trying now to put inclusiveness.
Okay, fine.
That's why I asked that.
Okay, fine. Please pay attention, and when I ask you a question, I would like you to answer. Just be realistic and be straightforward. Let's conversate like a civilized people. Now, before the road you talked about, they just commissioned the road. That's what you said, because I haven't seen any road that they built from east to all the coastal region, but you said they have commissioned. Fine. Now, before the commissioning of the road, before
they started already from Lagos.
Okay.
They started destroying some of the beaches. Yeah, from Lagos already started.
Okay, they have started it. Oh, they have started it from Lagos. Okay, fine. Now, let me ask you, if you are calling, have you been to Calabar before?
No.
Have you been to Iguacha, Port Harcourt?
No.
Good. Now, have you been to Yenagoa before, which is the capital of Bayelsa?
No.
Okay, good, fine. That means you are not from any part of these areas that I have mentioned. Now, I have a question for you. I was thinking you are from, part of these places. But since you are not from any part of this place that I've just mentioned, since the beginning of the amalgamation of Nigeria, and before the commissioning of this road, now you're talking about that they have started building from Lagos, are the people of Calabar, Iguacha, Yenagoa, Uyo, in fact, all the coastal region, are the people from the coastal region not been going to Lagos all these years? Or have they been going to Lagos?
I think that because of the new government.
No. I told you, hold on, please. I told you from beginning that when I ask you question, kindly answer. Just go straight to the point. No, let's not twist it. You asked me a question and I'm answering you, but I have to answer you with some important questions so we can get the answer. So just answer that one, only that one, then I'll come with another one. Have the people from coastal region not been going to Lagos before the commissioning of this road? Yes or no?
They have.
They have. Thank you. That is very important. Now, since they have been going to Lagos all this while, do you think that the commissioning of a road from Lagos to coastal region, so to say, let me use the same word, coastal region, from Lagos to coastal region, probably may come to my village, may come to my village, fine. But since you have acknowledged that the people from coastal region and people from the east have all been going to Lagos State before the commissioning of this road, how then, not how dare you, I'm not saying how dare you, how then do you think that the commissioning of a road from Lagos to coastal region is the reason why we are going to abandon our freedom, or the reason why we have been dying all these days, all these years, asking for freedom? Do you think that is it reasonable enough? Yes or no? Because I have more to say. Yes or no? Do you think it's reasonable enough?
That is why I said this, that the new government has started to make some move of inclusiveness. That's what I said.
No, I heard you. I will come there. I will reach there in terms of inclusiveness and all that. But just answer first. Do you think that because of the commissioning of the road, that's why we have to abandon freedom? Do you think that anything like that can exist? Do you think so? Yes or no?
It depends on you. Depends on you.
Okay, fine. Since you can answer it, the answer is no. Now, that is number one. Then number two, sorry. Then number three is this. Let me tell you something, my brother. The politicians from the east are agitating, fighting against marginalization. Let me say this today. Maybe you haven't heard it before, maybe from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or from Mazi Samanepa, but thank God you are hearing it today from Biafra Unite. Now, let me tell you something. The marginalization of the Southeast and South-South, as they have geopolitically, categorized these areas, is not in any way the fight of Biafra agitators or liberators. The people who are fighting against marginalization of the old Eastern region are the Igbo and the other politicians from the old Eastern region. They are the ones championing the battle or the fight against marginalization. Because of what? There are two things. The first one is that they are either blind, spiritually blind, not to see the plans of the Fulani against other ethnic nationalities in this geographical entity, or this geographical expression, according to Awolowo. They didn't see the handwriting on the wall to see the plan of the Fulani Caliphate against other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. They didn't see it, or they saw it, but they turned blind eyes because the people who are championing the Fulani conquest in Nigeria are their godfathers in politics. I want you to pay attention and pick something. Thank God you called. Thank God that you called. It's an opportunity. Now, I am not insinuating. I will give you physical examples. Now, these political elites, as they call themselves, from the East, who have been fighting for or against marginalization of the East, I've given you one instance. Either they see or they do not see, or they see but turn blind eyes because they don't have the capacity to challenge the Fulani oligarchy and Fulani, political elite who want to use their terrorists, their youth, to conquer the entire southern Nigeria. Either they see it, they see the plan, and they can't speak because they will be picked up, or they will be rendered useless. Or the second one is that they, the politicians, are fighting against marginalization because they know that if the right of the Southeast should be given to Southeast, it will definitely end up in their pocket. You and I may not even be aware that something like that happened. Are you aware that they collect salaries for each state from Abuja each and every month in billions of naira? But me, I don't know about you. I don't know, maybe you are a politician, I don't know. But if you are not a politician, I can as well say that you and I are not getting a dime from the money that they are collecting from Abuja. You eat based on the work you are doing, or the market you are selling, the goods you are selling. That is how you eat, including me. I am not eating based on what I'm benefiting from the government, or what the government is paying me. So they are fighting against marginalization because of what they are going to gain out of it if their right is being given to them. Not for you and I, or ordinary street man. No. Now, these are two major reasons why they are fighting marginalization. But we, the agitators, we, the freedom fighters, are not fighting against marginalization. If we are fighting against marginalization, nobody would have died. Our people wouldn't have been butchered. We wouldn't have picked up arms to fight for our freedom. The reason why, the main reason, the sole reason why we are fighting for freedom is because we are fighting for our survival. It is the survival of the fittest. This word that I have said to you today, I want you to remember it. We are fighting against extermination, internal aggression. People are coming from Fota Jalon. People are coming from Sahel, fully armed. Have you asked yourself, who is giving these people arm? Who gave the Fulani arm? They say they are Marudas. They say they are Kaurera. They are pastoralists. They are they do animal husbandry. Have you sat down and asked yourself, who is giving them AK-47? Are they crossing borders? They say they are from Senegal. They are from Senegambia. They are from wherever. Ask yourself, are they crossing border to Nigeria with AK-47? Are they buying it in the market? Who is giving the Fulani AK-47 to go into villages and slaughter innocent people? Ask yourself about that. Are you aware that they were already in Enugu? They were in Ebonyi. They were even in Imo State. They were here in Anambra State. Are you aware that it was the formation of the Eastern Security Network back then that chased them away back to the north? Are you aware that they are everywhere in the West? This idiot on the screen called Femi Kuti ranting and talking rubbish. Is he not aware that Fulani armed bandits are there in the West, chasing people from their homes and their villages? So we are fighting for survival, not marginalization. I want you to know that today. There is no any amount of, road, even if they let them build international air, let them open all the seaports and all that. There's no any amount of infrastructural development that will come to the east today that will make us abandon Biafra, because we are not fighting against marginalization. We are fighting against extermination of our people. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Is it clear to you now?
Well, I can understand that even if there is any kind of a gesture or what do you call it, development that the federal government wants to bring to the eastern part of the nation now, you don't even want to appreciate any effort.
We can't. We don't even want it. We are going to build our land on our own. We don't want anything from the so-called government of the zoo. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
You know, they are now running helter-skelter because they are seeing the handwriting on the wall that Biafra is coming. What are the good plans that your so-called zoological republic is having for the eastern region? There is no plan. There is no plan. All the oil money siphoned. Everything jump. They have already swept every money to Niger. The rest of the money now is in Yoruba land, in Tinubu's pocket. That is what we are seeing. And we don't care. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once said, take this oil, take it, and leave us. They said no. Because they want to enslave you, they want to keep your head down. They don't want you to think out something from the box. Take this oil that you feel is everything. Take it and leave Biafrans. They say no. Human structure is important to them. And it's not as if they're using this human structure to do something reasonable. No, but they just want to cage you down. And that is called witchcraft. All right? Nigeria is into deep witchcraft. And that is it.